up, you all? It's your girl Janelle again, and I am back with another video. And today what I'm going to be doing is giving you some advice on how to become an influencer. No, you don't have to have 1 million followers. No, you don't need to be Kylie Jenner. No. You don't have to be any of those things. But you do want to make sure that you are 100% really professional. So I'm just going to tell you all the 5 points that I wrote down and go in order so that you all can get a gist of what you can do in order to become an influencer. I do these things on a regular basis, so it's not like something I'm just telling you that I don't do myself. Yes, I take this advice myself. So number 1, you want to make sure that you create professional pictures. And what I mean by professional pictures, I don't mean no, you need to have a photographer following you everywhere you go. No, that's not what I mean. But you do want to make sure that you take good pictures on your phone, on your camera if you do have one, and make sure they are very clean and put together. One thing I always tell myself is to make sure that you clean your lens. I don't know why some people don't make sure that's done, but hey. Make sure you clean your lens. That's first thing first. Also, you want to make sure that at whatever scenery you're doing, make sure it's nice and clean and very put together, and it complements whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So yeah, make sure that your pictures are 100% professional. That's what I have. So number 2, you want to post consistently. Now, some people think posting consistently is once every 2 weeks, once every month. That's a pattern, but that's not consistency. So make sure that you are posting at least 2 times a week, 3 times a week, shoot, at least once a week, okay? Make sure that you are posting consistently, but I best recommend that you post as much as you can because you want to keep the people engaged into your social media, whether you have a blog channel or whether you have your Instagram. You just want to keep people engaged. Number 3, you want to make sure that you build your audience. And one way of helping to build your audience is making sure you use hashtags, also posting consistently, and making sure that you have a very professional page. So that all leads up to building your audience. Those things help because think about it. Like, for example, the Kardashians, they have a very, very elegant Instagram account. You see that they have all their pictures come together. They look nice. They're very clean. They're very put together. You automatically want to follow them. So yeah, you got to think about it in that sense. Like, what is it that people like? What is it that people get engaged into? Think about yourself. What is it that catches your interest? Make sure that that's something that you put into consideration when you're about to take your photos, because don't nobody want to see you and your dog kicking it, eating out. I mean, not eating out at restaurants or nothing like that, but like pigging out, doing absolutely nothing. Make sure that your page is interesting, and make sure you're being consistent as far as what it is you're posting on your page. Don't go from talking about just jumping subjects, if you get what I'm saying. Like, make sure your page represents you and it makes sense altogether. Nobody comes to say, let's say you talk about beauty all the time to now all of a sudden you're a comedian. Like, that's not what people followed you for. Making sure that you're consistent as far as what you post as well. That's kind of off subject, but yeah. So yeah, that all leads up to you building your audience. Okay, number 4, making sure that you take pictures with the items that you may have purchased from brands. Also, tagging those brands. So for example, let's say you bought a shirt from Fashion Nova. You will want to put shirt from Fashion Nova, Team Nova Babe, and all this other stuff to advertise where you received your shirt from. So now you're allowing people to go ahead and purchase that same shirt from that brand, and that brand may just notice you for that. Like, For example, when I first started off, I believe my first brand that I tagged was City Trends. And within me tagging them, they ended up reposting my picture on their page. So that's very beneficial to go ahead and tag brands, making yourself more known and putting yourself more out there. Also, that can help as far as building your audience, because now you have these bigger brands that, sorry. So back to what I was saying. So now do you have these bigger brands that may have a bigger audience than you, posting you on their page, and people might get engaged within your picture, liking your picture, and be like, hey, who is this? Let me go check out their page. So yeah, then you're building your audience. Making sure that you're taking pictures and tagging those brands, that is really beneficial. Number 5, my next key point is make sure that you reach out to brands for work. Not necessarily all brands will reach out to you. Some brands will begin to notice you as you grow and seeing your worth and stuff like that and reach out to you, but that's not always the case. You want to make sure that you are keeping work. So I myself actually reach out to brands with my media kit, also letting them know like what's my worth, brands I've worked with and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you reach out to brands for work. In some cases you may get turned down. I always tell myself to reach out to brands that's more within my following range. So it could be smaller boutiques and stuff like that. You want to reach out to brands that are a little smaller if you're not yet big as far as being an influencer. Not saying that you can't reach out to bigger brands. It's just, you know, you're taking a leap of faith when you reach out to those bigger brands. Not saying that they won't say yes, but yeah, that's just my advice. As far as getting your following up on Instagram or any other blogs, I do recommend though that you try your best to get your following up as much as possible, because the more following, the more brands will start to notice you and the more engagement you're receiving on your page. So yeah, making sure you are doing all those things to help your page. So yeah, that is pretty much all that I have for today's video. If you have any questions or any other things that you may want to ask me as far as being an influencer, make sure to comment down below. Also, you can go ahead and DM me on Instagram, which is beautybyjanelle_. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and make sure you click the bell notification so you'll always get the chance to see when I am uploading. And I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye, loves.